you. Just putting all my decks back together. Hi, welcome. How's everybody doing? I haven't seen y'all in a few days. I've been having a hard time getting motivated, honestly. Hi, Jill. Good to see you. I just really haven't been feeling like reading cards lately. Maybe I hit my saturation point for at least for the constant readings that I used to do, or the long readings. I don't know. I didn't do any YouTube readings. I haven't really done any lives. I just haven't felt it. And I kind of felt like maybe the people don't need to hear my messages right now because I'm not getting a lot of views. There's like not a lot of people joining my lives lately, and I'm just thinking like maybe this phase has just run its course. I don't know. Book a private reading and we'll find out about Tom Brady. Let's start us off with a theme for today. For any of you who subscribe to my channel here on TikTok, I do 2 card readings. And if you're not subscribed, readings are $33. There's a link in my profile, Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. From starting tomorrow, the only way you'll be able to receive $33 readings will be whenever I go live. I'm phasing out all of the readings I have on my site right now. So if you have wanted to book a private reading, you have until basically tomorrow afternoon, and at that point there will only be 1 reading option available. It's a minimum 30-minute reading up to an hour, pre-recorded only. I'm not going to be doing virtuals anymore. So if you want to take advantage of the lower prices, today's the day to do it. Hi, Nikki. Oh my gosh, I just sprayed this October Winds from the Crafty Country Witch, like Luna's store that she gave this to me for Christmas. It smells so good. It literally smells like October Winds. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but just run, don't walk to her shop and buy it because it smells so good. And I'm using it for my cleansing. I've been doing that lately instead of incense, and it's so nice. I know, it's really amazing. I'm not too bad today. I'm not too bad. I'm ready to read. I took a break from doing live readings for almost a week, and it kind of felt good. And I just started looking for other jobs, and I think I'm just gonna phase this out. It's a little too inconsistent to survive off of at this point, and I think I'm just exhausted also from doing it so much. So I'm just looking for other stuff and applying for jobs and seeing where the wind blows me, because I don't want to stay in the same place. But I'm looking forward to my event on January 7th. Oh, I'm so glad you're getting settled into, though. Thank you for saying I'm gorgeous. I appreciate that. Yeah, on January 7th, I'm going to be doing an event to help envision your life. So it's basically a resolution in action to help jumpstart your goals for 2023 and give you the motivation that you would need to stay committed, because it's giving you a vision instead of just being like, oh, I want to go to the gym. It's like, why? Why do you want to go to the gym? So it's going to start at 11 a.m. in the morning on Saturday, 30 of us are going to gather together and basically approach the whole day like a spa retreat with, I'm going to do 2 readings during the day, and we'll all make one of Luna's sugar scrubs we're going to all make together as a project. We're going to share meals, and there'll be a sound healing. It's going to be really fun. So if you're interested in that, the tickets are available at the link in my profile. And again, for those of you that are just arriving, I will no longer be offering the $33 readings privately on my site. Today's the last day that you can book private readings over there for that price point. Tomorrow there will just be one option. It'll be a minimum 30 to hour-long reading option that will be $111, and all the other options will be gone. So there's a 33, a 44, a 66, and a $77 reading all available. So it's basically your last 24 hours to take advantage of that, and then that will be going away because I am just looking for a different job because I don't want to beg for money. It's silly. I don't have to. I have so many skills. So I'm going to head into something new, and I'm excited about that. I will still be teaching music if anyone is interested in that. That is all available. I went to Berklee College of Music, and I do teach piano, voice, and electronic production and sound design or music production. I produce artists. I will be doing any music related work I will still be doing, but I think tarot is just going to be something I do live on TikTok. I'll probably do the 3-minute readings and most likely like a couple YouTube readings, but other than that, I'm not going to be doing as many personal readings. So I just need a different income, but I still want to give messages to the collective, and I'll still be reading cards for you also. You'll still see me, you just won't be able to do virtual sessions with me anymore, just pre-recorded only. Okay, so the card that popped out for the theme that we're going to look at today is Milk and Honey, and it is number 51. I'm going to turn down this drum chant a little bit. We're listening to a Viking drumming that's kind of setting my mood today. Like, I just want to be in a trance here. All right, the Milk and Honey card. So the essential meanings of this card are the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, and trusting that your needs will be met. So I think it's interesting that this card popped out while I said I'm still doing music and everything, but I'm going to be phasing out the tarot readings because I want to fall back on my true talents, which really for me is music, and believe in my ability to basically pay my way through the world with my skill in music. So I'm looking for jobs related to that, and more students, etc. Not that I'm not gifted in tarot, I am, but I do think that recently, based on like the level of interaction, the amount of views I'm getting, it's just a clear sign for me that I was using this as a crutch and not doing what I'm really meant to do. And I feel like my higher self is like pulling back the opportunities here because I was ignoring my true calling by taking this, I want to say, easier path. And I really want to open myself up to my authentic self and allow that to be how I generate abundance for myself. So I think it's interesting that this card would come out for that. Overall, the Oracle's message is, you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Thank you for saying I have an amazing voice, by the way. I just saw that comment. For relationship, this card says sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers. Sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. The prosperity message is there is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. The protection message says, a nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return, and you need to re-up until you're exhausted. That is how I feel about tarot right now, actually. Feeling worse than before, you may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to Spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. All right. Let's start our reading, our collective reading. We're just going to do a real quick one here, and then I'll focus on anyone who has subscribed to the channel. If you want to ask your question today, I will go ahead and read 2 cards for you. If you would like me to read 2 cards for you, you can go ahead and subscribe. It's only $5.99, and there's a 1-month option, so it doesn't auto-renew if you're worried about forgetting that you subscribed. So that's the way you can get a reading today. You can also pay $33 for a deeper reading. There's a link in my profile for Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. Or today only until tomorrow afternoon, you can book one of the private readings. Thank you, Steph, for my swan. How beautiful. You can book a private reading at the link in my profile. Those readings are available until tomorrow afternoon. And then after tomorrow afternoon, there will only be one style or one option for a personal reading available. Just know that you can ask me to do any style. Like if you're somebody who has gotten a Tell Me Everything spread and you pay the price for that, you can say I would like a Tell Me Everything spread, or I would like a Divine Masculine Love Letter. But there's only going to be one price point after tomorrow, and it will be $111. So today you can still get the $33, $44, $66, and $77 readings. And about for the next 24 hours. Well, actually, it'll be done by like in the morning, because that's when I'll have time to change the website. Alrighty, let's get started. So we're gonna look at the collective energy. I'm gonna do a feminine energy and then a masculine energy. I want to do different cards. I'm gonna put those down. I'm gonna use my Cosmic Tarot for feminine energy, and then my Housewives Tarot for masculine energy. And this is, of course, the energy that's within you. And, of course, it's reflected back to you by another person or other people in your life. But ultimately, it's your own energy. So if you're confused about whatever your person has been doing, you might want to see in what ways you're reflecting similar energy in your life. A good example is if your person is not communicating with you, you might ask yourself, in what ways am I withholding communication? Do I not express my feelings? Do I hold them back as a way of trying to please people? Am I afraid of rejection? Am I afraid of abandonment if I speak my true feelings? Wow, okay. We're getting a lot of repeat cards, and there's only a few cards out here. Okay. So we're going to look at the top and bottom of the deck after we do the main reading. I don't know why. That's what we're doing, I guess. We're going to start with the feminine energy, and right away we get the Justice card and the Four of Swords. So you said, my fave, I trusted him. I'm not seeing who did you trust, the Divine Masculine? Okay, so for the Divine Feminine, right away we have, I am maintaining silence because it is only fair. I have received silence, and so I give back silence. So I'm not talking until you're talking. And that seems fair to me. It can also represent the ending of a karmic lesson. So some lesson that you have been learning, it's sort of died, or you're in this period of rest in regards to it. You're in a period of reflection, of silence, thinking about the lesson that you learned. It can be something you learned through another person or a situation. We're going to look at the cards that clarify this after we get through this reading, or this first part of the reading. And so then there's another energy here that's lingering, but I'm noticing the light coming from the eyes. That's like seeing something, seeing the truth of something. And it could be like, once you learned the truth about something being a lesson that you're supposed to learn, you're kind of grieving that. Like you wanted it to be something that it wasn't, and you're kind of grieving that it didn't pan out the way you wanted it to. That can be the energy that's happening for the feminine. In the current energy, we have the Princess of Cups. So this is Page of Cups energy. This is the feminine. I always think she's being kind of coy in this image, but there's innocence here. There can be like there is an underdeveloped energy, not knowing exactly how to say what you want to say, express how you feel, but just kind of saying whatever comes to you, even if it's not masterful, like, and with the Justice card, there also can be some sense of an apology. So the feminine is perhaps, she has been grieving something, some truth about how something maybe was not fair. And she's sitting here kind of expecting this apology now. I noticed that her hands could easily cover this cup if she wanted. So there's this sense here of being poised to protect her heart if she needed to. Also, the Page of Cups can be associated with feelings of true love and new love. So maybe somebody that really was a karmic lesson for you, that has ended. You've gone through grief over that. And now, currently, there is some new offer that's available to you. And the thing about it is, the result is the Four of Wands, which is that healthy foundation in relationships. And look how poised she is and able to balance, which is what the Justice card is all about. There's a sense of commitment also. So I feel like because she's let something die and grieved it in silence, it's opened her up to receive new love and commitment. It's also made her reevaluate her love and commitment to herself, which is a beautiful energy. The masculine energy, the first thing that's coming out for him is judgment. And in the Housewives Tarot, we're seeing a feminine who has literally been transformed into a piece of meat. And I'm contrasting that against this feminine energy of justice, seeing the truth of something within the silence, and the masculine feeling like judging himself for having treated feminine like this, like not really valuing her as a human being, but sort of treating her like something that he just consumed and didn't honor or respect her, and really feeling himself judged for that action. I think though really seeking forgiveness for this and wanting to reconcile, because underneath this divine feminine energy of this Page of Cups, we have no shit, the Four of Wands, which is 2 Four of Wands in this reading. It's very significant to me. The 11-11 energy, the twin flame energy, although I literally can't even say those words anymore without wanting to punch a wall, but it's fine. The love and commitment that divine feminine is wanting to show towards herself. Look at what's happened for the masculine. He actually wants to give this commitment to this feminine, assuming there's forgiveness or reconciliation there. So she's waiting for this apology. He's wanting to give this apology. He's also, we're seeing feminine lifted above. She's elevated above whatever's going on down here, this reconstruction of a home. For some reason, real estate stuff is coming up for me, like a home that's selling or being remodeled. There could have been legal stuff that happened in some kind of a divorce, something like that. And the masculine truly desires to keep the divine feminine elevated above that. So in the current energy, he's committed to protecting her from being involved in all of this process. And this is something that he's trying to do to create a stable, healthy foundation for the feminine. My favorite Housewives card coming up right now. The Housewives version of Justice card. Now, how very interesting that I only pulled 6 cards. And we have the Justice card twice and the Four of Wands twice. That's pretty significant to me. And the Justice for the masculine, of course, we're seeing here this feminine energy ready to commit. The masculine energy here with Justice and the Seven of Swords. So I kind of feel that the divine masculine wants to do justice to this commitment he wants to make. This can be about planning or strategizing or something unexpected or surprising. And so there is the sense that in order to do justice to the situation, he really needs to surprise divine feminine. It really needs to be something significant. The other meaning for me here is that he is being punished for having been untrustworthy or like having cheated himself or the divine feminine from having the commitment that she should have. It could be about him avoiding making a decision because of mental conflict and just trying to get away with making any sort of decision by being forever stuck in that Two of Swords energy. Grand Rising, how are you? So I really feel that this is a positive energy overall from this reading, because there's a sense of the divine masculine taking accountability, but there's also this sense. I don't know. Suddenly I'm becoming Italian. There's a sense of them being on the same page for once, and that seems pretty good. So I saved the top and bottom of the deck for the end of this reading, which is interesting. So we're going to look at the top of the deck as like the overall energy and the bottom of the deck as something that we don't see coming. So for the Divine Feminine, the overall energy is, oh my God, it's the Judgment card. That's crazy. Okay, so now we have Justice twice, the Four of Wands twice, and the Judgment card twice. So Divine Feminine ultimately will forgive the masculine for whatever he's done. I was thinking today, I posted some videos today on my account, and they were pretty, I would say, harsh towards my person. They're like, they weren't warm and cozy like my jacket that y'all keep seeing me wearing. They were very much like, you know, I've never done any of the things my person has done. I've never done that and then blamed it on my traumatic wounds. Like, they were judgmental to a certain extent of like, this behavior, I judge this behavior as poor behavior, and I wouldn't have done it to my worst enemy, much less the person I love, right? But even in that righteous anger that I have, I would still grant forgiveness to somebody who asked for it. But if they're never asking me for forgiveness, then I mean, I forgive them, but I don't need to like go out of my way to express that to them, because ultimately their karma is that I remain silent and I honor my healing that I've done, right? Hi, Nicole, good to see you. So, very significant, this Judgment energy, that the overall energy for the feminine is she is willing to forgive. Forget, I don't know, but forgive for sure. Divine Masculine's overall energy, the Seven of Cups. This is him embracing that it's up to the Divine Feminine. She can choose any path because, you know, he recognizes that it wasn't really fair how he treated her. And so that's kind of what his fear is he doesn't know what she's going to choose to do, if she's going to choose to reconcile with him or not. He may also be thinking about a lot of the opportunities or options she has that may seem more appealing than him at this point because of everything that has kind of gone on between them. Something the feminine energy doesn't see coming, the Six of Cups. So the reunion, she actually doesn't really necessarily see the reunion coming. It maybe will catch her by surprise. It sure as hell would catch me by surprise at this point. She may also not see coming a past energy. It might not be the specific person that she's imagined. It may be somebody from her past that is unexpected, who would come to her in that Page of Cups energy with some kind of apology and a desire to make a commitment to her. So she's not at all seeing maybe the identity or even the event itself. It's not something she's going to be anticipating. Divine Masculine, what doesn't he see coming? Two of Cups. Okay, so he doesn't see coming that Divine Feminine is going to be open to that love once there is a physical meetup, that once there is this direct contact, some direct communication between the two of them, that there will be a meeting of the heart and mind. And the masculine isn't sure of that. You know, he knows that the choice is up to the Divine Feminine, depending on what choice she's going to make, but he doesn't necessarily expect it to go this way, to end up being something where they actually form a partnership. So that is the energy that I'm seeing for the collective today for Divine Masculine Feminine energy. Not necessarily what I expected, actually. And if anybody who is, you would faint, I feel that. If anybody who is a subscriber would like me to pull a couple of cards, just let me know. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I just follow and then hit the subscribe option. There is a 1-month option available, so you don't have to worry about automatic renewal and like totally forgetting about it. I completely understand that. And once you've subscribed, I will go ahead and read your reading for you today, and then anytime that I see you live, I will welcome you to ask questions when I'm doing personal readings, and I will pull 2 cards for you. So if anybody would like a 2-card reading and they are subscribed, go ahead and ask the question. The other option, if you would like a deeper reading today, is you can click the link in my profile the Venmo link, and you can send PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. And I will go ahead and get started on your reading. And for those of you that joined a little bit late and didn't hear my announcement, this is the last night, basically, and morning, tomorrow morning, that you can book a private reading on my site and receive the options that are under $100. After tomorrow, there will only be one option there available, and it's because I am moving to not using readings as my primary source of income. So I am expecting to be doing another job, and I just won't have time to do $33 readings and stuff. So that's why that's changing. Hey Jessica, you would like a general reading? Awesome sauce. Let's get started for you. I'm shuffling the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Oh my God. Okay, that technically that's your first position. I'll get your second position here. Okay, so the Four of Wands came out again. We got it for the Divine Feminine and the Masculine energy, and now it's coming out again. So, dang. I don't know what's going on for you, but there is the energy of healthy, stable commitment. This can be about marriage, celebration, reuniting. We have here this card which crossed it, a transverse Seven of Wands, and it's the masculine energy we're seeing, who is fighting for, look at this, permanent tattoo, right, of love, right? So he's trying to fight for something permanent. So I feel that this is also just like the energy within you of the masculine that's trying to find ways to like fight to have a stable, healthy foundation in relationships. And it's probably across the board in your life, not just in regards to one person. It's about setting healthy boundaries, expressing those boundaries to others. That's something that really helps to have healthy foundations. You know, I had a couple of days where I don't know what was in my mom's craw, but she was just not pleasant and particularly kind of attacked me a couple of times. And I just removed myself. I was just like, okay, peace, and like went upstairs and went into my room and just did my own thing. And just did not allow that boundary to be crossed. If you're going to yell or you know, personally attack me for no reason, then I'm going to remove myself from your environment, because I don't take that kind of stuff anymore. And I don't just like fight back, really. I just set the boundary. I'm like, okay, you're being crazy, so I'm leaving you to your crazy and I'm going upstairs. Being on the fence about it is the masculine may be just having a little bit of uncertainty about whether or not he can stay committed to something or hold on to something. And I think working through that, can I hold my boundaries? Can I maintain the boundaries I set? Will I be able to maintain healthy boundaries in a relationship? Or will I start kind of going back into that people-pleasing aspect of my personality that I've really been trained to be in for a long time? So that's going on there for you. The next card that's coming up is the Five of Cups. And so I feel a positive energy coming from this card rather than just the sadness, disappointment, and depression. Although you might have fought to overcome depression regarding relationships. But what I'm seeing here is an optimistic outlook. Somebody who's looking at the bright side of things and finding reasons to celebrate and reasons to be happy through gratitude and appreciation. Even if you're sort of mired in some disappointing sadness or some elements that are just less than desirable, you're still finding the bright side of things. And I think that's a really positive energy to be in. So I hope that helps you. And I see you're saying you've definitely been working on your boundaries. And yes, I love these cards. This is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. It's a gorgeous deck. Let's see. I saw Nicole is here. Also, Steph, did you want to do your 2-card readings by any chance? Oh my God, you guys, this smells so freaking good. This October Winds from Luna, it smells so good. Like, I can't get over it. She asked me, she's like, do you think I captured like the smell of like the outdoors, like the fresh outdoors October winds or whatever? And I was like, girl, yes. Like, I don't know how, but you absolutely did. You're welcome, Steph. Do you just want 2 general cards, or do you have a specific question? Sure, general for 2023. So I'm really hoping to sell some tickets to that event this week so we can have a good handful of people gathered together. So if you're interested in starting the year off, kind of having a vision for the new year, you might want to take advantage of that. And there's a link in my profile. Wow. Very interesting. Okay. So we got 2 10s here, which is interesting, and representing completion. The first 10 is the 10 of Pentacles. And I'm like, wow, that's all of the material happiness and prosperity you could possibly want and desire. I see this old man here at the top, and I immediately think of Father Time and something taking a long time. And then I'm seeing the 10 of Swords. And I'm like, oh, okay. So one of the things I think that you will really be working on in the new year is unblocking yourself. And the reason I say that is because I glanced at the bottom of the deck and it's the 5 of Wands in reverse. So like relieving yourself from feelings of being stuck in regards to what you desire and what makes you happy. And thank you for sending me the galaxy. I appreciate that. The 10 of Swords is about being stuck in your mind, the thoughts that are pinning you down. And so I think that it's really going to be a lot about finally completing that journey with your mindset, really understanding how much your mindset is affecting things. One of the things that bothers me the most is that I know my mindset is keeping me stuck, and yet I find it incredibly difficult to shift my mindset. I like how the drums just kicked in. I know what it takes to do it, and I don't always do it. And that's a part of my executive functioning disorder and ADHD and all that kind of stuff. It's not just like, you know, because I'm a self-harming person or something. It is definitely that the back of my brain knows what to do and the front of my brain doesn't, and the connection between those two things is not always a straightforward connection. So really having to shift into an awareness that I'm doing the best I can with my mindset, and I wish I was better at it, and all I can do is keep trying to get better and asking for help. I know I was talking to Aubrey the other day about the importance of body doubling for somebody who is neurodivergent or has issues with ADHD, and I really think I'm most successful when I do have someone else that's just around me doing the same activity. So you know, maybe doing lives where we work on something all together, we work on visualizing things all together, or actually having people in my life that are in my physical environment, which would be ideal, to help me kind of work on changing my mindset, putting in that time and effort that I so want to. But it's just being around the right elements and having the right people in place to do it. So probably a similar thing is coming up for you. Benefiting from finding people who are wanting to work on mindset. So people who are going to talk in a positive way, people who are going to catch you when you start talking like in a way that's sticky. Like they're going to be like, well, you know, maybe you could talk about that a little differently, or approach that mindset a little differently. Or somebody who's going to constantly say affirmations. One of my friends who's so amazing, Dr. Kyle, she's the photon light therapist. I talk about her all the time. And when I get on the phone with her, she's like, you're amazing, you're incredible, you're powerful, you're the creator, everything's always working out for you. You have the best luck with money, you have so much abundance coming through. I saw you drive across this country not knowing how you were going to get to the other side, and you made all the money that you needed. Like, she is a constant cheerleader for me, and really somebody who reinforces my self-concept. And I think that you'll need something similar, people around you who are going to reinforce your positive self-concept. I think the biggest thing you have to work on is your idea of how long something takes to happen. That's the thing that you might be stuck on. It's like, you might believe that all of this is coming to you, but you're thinking, oh, it's going to take forever. It's going to take so long, or it has been taking so long, or I just noticing how long it's taking. So those are some things that I would work on this year in 2023. But to have the 10 of Pentacles come up and the end of painful separation, the end of thinking like in that one way, that's a really positive energy. So I hope that works for you. Let me just see what you're saying. Literally right before you started talking about body doubling, I was like, solution is community. Yes, it is. We might, consider setting up like a time each week, depending on who wants to participate, meeting on my Discord channel, so we can have more privacy, or we can do it live on TikTok, I suppose, but just kind of doing like a study session together where we do, like, we write down what we want to visualize, we spend some time visualizing together. It might be a good thing to do for me. You have the same question? Thank you for my ad step. I appreciate that. Okay, Nicole, you have the same question? All right, so 2023 general messages for Nicole 2023. Hi, Mocha. I'm good. How are you, babes? Good to see you. I was just saying that my room smells so good right now because I used Luna's October Winds as my cleansing spray. Like, instead of incense, I've been doing her spray, and it smells so good. Oh, shoot. I have to go soon after this. I'll definitely do a reading for you too, Tanya, if you have a question today. All right, so Nicole, for you, for the energy for 2023, very interesting. We're seeing progress being made, a 9 of Wands into a 10 of Wands. So it's also action oriented. It's inspiring. The Wands are here, so passionate, fiery, inspiration. So I do see that you are making progress in your healing journey. And in particular, to being the one who carries the burden of relationship on your shoulders, being able to share that burden with somebody, healing the wounds associated with always having to be the person that's providing love and providing the expression of that love or something. And it's like something that's going to be much more shared for you this year. You're going to be able to put that burden down. So this is a deep inner healing of your wounds, and a sense of healing, maybe also hearing the expression of emotion for you, where others are going to just tell you everything, put all their cards on the table, so to speak. You're going to have gone through some healing that's going to allow for that to happen as well. So I think that's a really positive energy for you. Don't be afraid to ask for help in regards to your healing also. The healing journey is not something that we're meant to do completely alone. There are aspects of it that we do alone, but we are meant to receive help on the journey. So, booking a session with somebody who can support you on that journey, whether it's a therapist or a spiritual guide or something, it might be worth your while. I think we can get a lot more done when we put our heads together, like Aubrey was saying, with community, etc. I love it's not a blanket, it's just a jacket. I have it right here. And it just has a hood on it, but it's just a jacket. It's so cozy though. My mom got it for me. She was like, if you don't like it, you can send it back. And I touched it and I was like, why wouldn't I like it? Oh, I miss you too. Glad you're here. Am I able to pull 2 cards for you, or are you not able to stay for them? All my prayers are in the house. Good to see everybody. It is. It feels like it's extremely soft. I don't know where she got it. She probably got it from QVC, honestly. Do you want 2 cards, Tanya? Do you have a specific question? And also, Kadri, if you want your 2 cards, yeah, I can go ahead and do them for you. Yeah, I haven't been on in a few days, so... Okay, cool. Best wishes to you, Steph. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all the gifts, babe. All right, Tanya, okay, cool. You didn't have something. So what came out for you right away is the 4 of Swords, and and it's covering up the King of Pentacles. So, and look, it's the feminine King of Pentacles too, which I love. Thank you so much for my TikTok, God. So I think it's really interesting. It's like this person's emotions are being kept completely quiet, secret, not communicating right now. And you're just having to rest on your intuition in regards to knowing that this person does have these emotions for you. But they just aren't speaking about them or communicating. The good news is, though, that the 5 of Wands came out afterwards in reverse. So you're just not willing to play games anymore in regards to this person. There's this sense of no longer being blocked by this lack of communication. If it was something that you were fixated on or focused on, or it was bothering you, it's like unblocking from that and just being like, I am done with games. I'm tired of them. I'm taking a rest from it. It's not something that I'm going to be fucking with anymore. And honestly, that's good, because that will unblock whatever was holding you in that space of no communication. It's going to invite energy in who is able to communicate, whether your person suddenly acquires that ability overnight or someone else comes in because you're not willing to play those games. You're basically opening yourself up to a much more somebody who shows up, somebody who's much more present, somebody who matches your energy, because ultimately you are able to show up in this energy and communicate and express yourself. So just by not engaging with somebody, that is opening up the potential for real communication to come through. Awesome. That definitely fits you. Like, that fits your personality. I totally see that. Kadri, did you want your 2 cards today? And do you have a specific question for me? And I'm so glad you got to get a reading today. I've been hoping I would catch you so I could do your reading. All right, let me pull your cards. General energy for you. Okay, so the first thing that came out right away was the Queen of Cups. So I can tell that you are in a place where you are working on loving yourself and tending to your emotional needs. You're probably feeling love and feeling compassion, probably for a masculine energy, but it's only because you really feel it very much for yourself. Then what's coming out is the 4 of Cups in reverse and the Devil energy in reverse. So I see you feeling like you're not really scared anymore of missing something, missing an opportunity with someone, or not receiving an offer of rejection. There's so much work and love you've poured into yourself that your fears in regards to this are just gone. They have dissipated. It's not really impinging upon your ability to attract someone who will give you a real offer anymore. So it's like letting that go, no more fear. And what that shows me is you're welcoming someone who has the same kind of emotional mastery and ability to navigate their emotions, because you're no longer afraid that that can't happen. So I think that's an awesome place to be. I'm glad to see that. I would love to have the same energy come out for me, although I don't know that it would. Yay, it has been a long road. I know. I feel that so much. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to head out and go have dinner with my family, but I'm so glad that I got to read for you all. If you missed the collective reading, I will be posting this as a replay on YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if you saw my video that was like, literally my energy I'm cultivating for 2023 and I'm starting today is, I don't give a fuck. So I'm not trying to do schedules. I'm not trying to like, I'm literally just going with my flow, how I feel, and seeing how that works, because putting a lot of time and energy and anxiety into when I post and how many views it was getting, and not because I need that to validate myself, but because I had this feeling that in order to grow my business, I have to have more people all the time. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to live like that. I want to do I want to approach readings the way I approached it in the first year that I started, which was I'm having fun. I'm doing it because I really love to do it. It feels good to me when I do readings. And I get people pay, for readings. Cool. That's a bonus. And I just don't think I can do that if this is my main business. So I'm going back to focusing on music lessons. So if anybody wants music lessons, voice, piano, music production, or they want to work with me as a producer, I have this fully equipped studio. I actually have my piano right here next to me. And I'm good to go to work on music with y'all. I'm also looking for jobs related to music and creativity, and just trying to have more financial stability than I have been able to maintain with this job. So one last announcement. Thank you so much for saying you love my singing. One last announcement for anybody that missed it. Tonight is basically your last chance. Tonight and tomorrow morning, your last chance to book a private reading under $100 on my site. Starting tomorrow in the afternoon, there will only be one option. It is just going to be the $111 option, and there will not be a virtual option. So if you ever wanted to have like a face-to-face virtual session with me, it's literally your last chance to book it. After tomorrow, it will be pre-recorded only, and it's just because I am phasing out reading as my primary source of income, and I'm just moving towards different things, new energy for myself. And I'm going to solidify that vision for whatever that is on January 7th with 30 people. So if you want to be part of that, it costs $100, but you get to see me all day long. We're going to work together. I will do 2 big readings during the day. We will also have activities, group activities. We'll have meals together. We'll watch a movie together. We'll do a sound healing session. And I'm hopefully going to impart some skills in teaching you to make a spa environment for yourself in your own home, so that you can create a retreat for yourself on a weekly basis, and not just have it be something that you do or dream about doing, but actually get to relax and recuperate and get the energy you need to approach the vision for your life that you desire, instead of putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, right? So if you're interested in that, click the link on my profile, book your tickets today. I highly recommend booking them soon. When you book them, you receive a copy of guided visualization or something. Hang on a minute. Of course, there's everything everywhere right here. Creative visualization. You'll get a PDF version of this book, and you might want to look through it before our event. So you'll receive that. You'll receive a welcome packet. And then on January 1st, you will receive the whole the menus for the day, everything you'll need to get all the ingredients that you need, if you're gonna to get ingredients at all, because you don't have to. It's really about relaxation. So if it would relax you more just to order your food in that day, by all means, go ahead and do it. It's really about you designing your own spa retreat, and I'm just kind of guiding you through that. But if you want to prepare for the retreat, definitely get your tickets soon so that you can have all of that information you need to prepare for the 7th. My friend's going to teach you how to create a sanctuary space in your home. Very inexpensive, if not free. I think she's working on to make it like just repurposing things in your own home to create it. So it's going to be really cool. You'll learn a lot. You'll get a lot from it. If you want to look at the whole schedule, when you go to book the tickets, you can see the entire schedule. It says like read more, and you can go through the whole thing and see all the events that are going to happen that day. It's definitely worth the money. I would highly recommend taking advantage of that. So I will see you all there, because I hope you're all going to be there. And also you'll be able to talk to me if you want to. You can also do it anonymously also if you do not want to have video or audio during your retreat. You don't have to. But if you do want to be able to talk to me, ask me questions, show me your face, we're going to have a group chat throughout the day, so we're going to be able to do that. What card is at the bottom of my deck? The King of Pentacles again. The one right from your reading. So, and I shuffled them and everything. That's so funny. All right, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Maybe around the same time, like 4 to 5-ish. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care. Talk to you all soon. Bye.